Here's something to laugh at. Body cam footage. Here we have high school band director tased by police for refusing to stop the music. What? What?
My face. That's okay. I got my troops coming. I got my troops coming. They're gonna sweep their asses out. Okay?
Wait, hold on. Why were they trying to end the band's performance? Like, this is a literal football game, right? Usually there is a band performing. Why would they want them to stop? Now, he said that was the last song, and like that they're gonna leave after that. So I don't know why the officer wants them to stop now.
Let's go.
Man, that band is killing it, I gotta say. Oh, I see. So a lot of fields, the way that they work is, I play high school sports before. You have like permits or like the ability to play on a field for a certain amount of time, and once your time is up, then technically you're supposed to leave. Usually cops won't force you to leave, but you do kind of like almost rent out the area for a specific amount of time. So it is possible that they had kind of overstayed their welcome or the game had run late, which is why the officers wanted them to leave. It also could be that there are people who are living in houses nearby and they were complaining about the noise. So I can understand that, but I don't know why any of those reasons weren't mentioned by the officers. Like, they said to stop, but in this footage, there's been no like reason given why he needs to stop. Wait, so the song's over. He said that they would all leave when the song's over, so why would they still arrest him? Why is everyone screaming? I don't understand. Huh? Wait, so the director said he was trying to clear everyone out? Is that the director who said that? What? Also, why is everyone screaming like that? The last time I heard this much screaming was when I watched Blue Beetle in theaters. Like, what is going on?
Put it in jail. Put it in jail. I'm finna tell you.
This is extremely unprofessional behavior. I do not understand this.
Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop. Calm down, bro.
Also, I gotta say, everyone in the crowd who's screaming has got to be contributing to this in some degree, because if you're trying to calm people down, right? If you're like, two people are like kind of like in a disagreement, and they're kind of going at it, they're chipping away at each other. What do you think would help them calm down? Silence, maybe some ambient music in the background, maybe Michael Bublé, or someone screaming in the background. I would take the Bublé over whatever shrieking is going on over here. I don't know if these people are high or suffering from an anxiety attack or what's going on. But the screaming in the background is probably not helping the situation at all. Because it's hard to calm down when everyone else around you is panicking.
He hit the officer. He got to go to jail. He swung on the officer. I did not swing on the officer, man. Y'all driving low.
So they said he swung at him.
No, sir. That's disrespectful to me. That's some funny kids, man. How you gonna chase me?
What in the world is this? This has got to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Was anyone placed on leave for this? Huh. Wait a minute. You came here to tell everyone to leave, and now the officers are, ain't nobody leaving. What you gonna do? Arrest everyone? It's hard to even tell what your objective is at this point, right? You say, you gotta leave. And then he's like, okay, at the end of this song, the song ends, he tries to get people to leave, and then they go and try to arrest him. And then they say no one can leave? What are they really after here? This is crazy. I ain't moving to Birmingham, Alabama. I'll tell you that much right now. This is... Wow, crazy. Now, we do have an article, actually, that kind of provides an update on this whole situation. Alabama band director tased after football game says no educator should ever have to experience that. I should never have been tased was excessive. No educator should have to experience that. And see, there's no way to explain how I'm doing because I know that my students are hurting. After the incident, Mims, I guess that's Johnny Mims. That's the band director. After the incident, Mims was taken to the University of Alabama at Birmingham Hospital, and then to Birmingham City Jail, where he was booked and later bonded out. The officers obtained arrest warrants for disorderly conduct, harassment, and resisting arrest. I don't understand the disorderly conduct and harassment. The resisting arrest, sure, but I don't even know if this arrest was lawful necessarily, right? Regardless of how this may have started, there's nothing that happened that would have warranted my client being tased multiple times, even while on the ground, like some total criminal. At that point, in front of 145 students. Well, if you have a warrant, wait, did they have a warrant before? Hold on, where did it say something about the warrant? Oh, I see. So they did obtain a warrant. I mean, if they had like probable cause, like they saw him like, you know, handing out drugs on like the street corner, I could understand trying to arrest him. I don't know about tasing him. I could kind of see that, but you don't really have probable cause for anything, I don't think. He was just, you know, leading the band. He didn't really seem to be doing anything out of the ordinary either. So I don't know what like the disorderly conduct would have been. Mims said he and the band director from PD Jackson Olin High School, where the football game took place, had agreed to continue playing music after the game ended. The director from Jackson Olin High School came over to set up a coordination of playing a few tunes after the game, Mims said, adding that they settled on playing 3 songs. I was not trying to be defined to the police department, said Mims. I was just trying to do my job, which was previously established before the end of the game. CNN reached out to Jackson Olin High School for comment. Attorneys representing Mims are requesting all charges against him be dropped, which, you know, totally makes sense. Director's lawyers disputes police accounts. What was the police account of the incident? The incident began Thursday when officers asked band directors from both schools to stop their performances after a football game at PD Jackson Olin High School so people could leave the stadium. Birmingham police spokesperson Truman Fitzgerald previously said in a statement, the home team band stopped playing when asked, but Mims instructed his band to continue performing. Which they had agreed to, right? They agreed to continue performing. What in the world? The arresting officer alleges the band director pushed him during the arrest. We actually did hear that on the body cam. The arresting officer then subdued the band director with a taser, which ended the physical confrontation. That doesn't make sense. I communicated to the officers, hey, we're in the last part of the songs, Mims said. There's a coordination that must happen between those entities of the band. It's not one of those things you can just cut the group off. Yeah. You can see him trying to cue the group to cut off, but at that time, of course, because of a darker person, it's very difficult for the students to see me, right? Because it turned off the lights. This is weird. It's a strange story. But I mean, officers, they go on power trips all the time, right? But I would say, like, technically, right? If we're going by, like, you know, the legal expectation or the way that legally, like, you're supposed to behave, you could, you know, he could have complied and then kind of disputed everything afterwards. Right? Like that could have been a possibility. But again, like, the law enforcement officers do have a responsibility to just behave properly and normally and professionally, which they did not do here. So it's not really his fault that this situation occurred. It's the officer's fault for kind of like going all crazy and not letting the band director kind of, you know, get his crew wrapped up and you know, letting them leave in an orderly fashion. And they escalated the situation. Like, law enforcement officers are supposed to de-escalate situations, but it seemed like they escalated the situation here. But I don't know if anything's going to happen to these officers, or they're going to be put on leave, or anything. It doesn't seem like something that a lot of people are going to treat particularly seriously, to be honest. Nobody died. Nobody got shot. I feel like this is the type of story that people are going to forget about. But this is kind of crazy. I guess I'm not moving to Alabama.